for introduction to a Land Rover Series 3 109 that I have been using for it's a couple of years now, and I want to show you how this vehicle is used in action where I am. And now I've got a few videos on YouTube about the car, but not really very good ones. So this car is 1979, 1980 kind of registered, and this is where it lives. It lives at the Great Central Railway, where we fix wagon and wagon, like these guys here. And I use this car to run errands. And oh, look who's just popped in! Wow, with its like hello. Oh, I wish I was on that coach. And I use this car to run errands and fix things up over here, and of course at home and on the farm. So it's always covered up with a nice soft Saint-Tex cover and lots of bed sheets, and I never leave it open, obviously, but of course when I'm using it on days like this, it is perfect to drive. It's absolutely wonderful. Just go into the countryside, read a book. It's got a picnic blanket, it's got a lovely engine. It's a 2.6 litre. It's very, very rare. And of course I've had a brake crash on it, which was unfortunate. But it's lovely to drive. And they're actually quite small considering the size of cars today. And you've got to wonder how people used to drive these things in the old days, and they managed to... These were considered large vehicles, you know. And if you look at it today, it's quite small. So I'm going to try and start this vehicle while we're here in this lovely Great Central Railway, and we're going to go for a spin. I'm going to try and drive this car with one hand, which is impossible. I hope you can see something and hear the car driving, maybe, just to give you a flavour of what it's like. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this. It probably won't work, but at least you'll have an idea. Alright guys, enjoy. Of course it's warm, so it starts wonderfully, and when it's cold it's a little bitch to start because it's carbureted. But I've found a trick with these CD175 carburetors. Floods very easily. So on the first start, full choke, put foot down, swing it, and she actually gives it a go, and she coughs alive. That's the only way to start these cars cold. Double clutch first to second always helps. But you can hear she's got a fair bit of pull. It's a very torquey engine considering its size. The engines came from the P100. The Rover P100, and it was used as a commercial, as a car engine, and they were also apparently used in rally and racing. So folks used to tune these engines up. They're very versatile and forgiving, actually. They just want love, lots of cooling, lots of oil, and it will last forever. So bear with me while I get around here. It's not going to be easy. These things, they have a hell of a wide turning circle, unlike more modern cars today. But there's ways and means. I'm a bit shy. I don't want people seeing me. There we go. Oh, this road is so busy. It's the only time we get to go out and about and enjoy ourselves. There's an overdrive. Oh, it's hard to drive this car with one hand. So what we're doing now is we're heading towards the back end of the railway line where we do track maintenance, where we start on track maintenance, ballast inspection, sleeper inspection, and of course the photography guys hang out in this area as well because it's a beautiful pass and it's the viaduct by the lake. So I want to take you there so you can see the beautiful view, and that's where this car spends a lot of its time. Jesus, everybody's out today. It's the only time anybody gets available, so everybody's out at the same time. It's just the way it is. This car's incredibly quiet for its age and for what you can do with it. I mean, as a game vehicle, wow, amazing. Look, you know, I don't have to explain what these cars have been used and what they were good for. Everybody who knows them and would be interested in these cars knows what they are good at. It's just nice to see that they're still being used in that capacity today. I mean, look, you know, I have a lovely cab for it. It's got a tropical roof as well, but I don't like using it because it's too noisy, and I mean, it's nice, but I don't need it. The way I use this car is for leisure, so I want to enjoy myself. I'm always in a car every day, you know, closed up and traveling very fast on motorways and stuff, so it's nice to get out in the country and enjoy my Land Rover the way it was meant to be used without breaking it, you know. I can also cross over most obstacles with this car, which is nice. And we sometimes come along here to maintain the road, which you can see we haven't done in a while. We use the to repair fences and gates. You can see there's quite a bit of work to do here still. And bird watching, bush clearing. Use the Land Rover to clear up the furrows down here. So it's a busy car, and I'm not the only one who drives it. My wife drives the car, and then the youngster is also learning to drive the Land Rover. It's quite a nice experience for them to learn to drive a four-wheel drive vehicle. So yeah, it's used. The old trick you must remember is that you have to keep your thumbs outside the steering wheel when you're on negotiating roads like this, because otherwise you can whack your thumb. But I never really go anywhere that harsh where I'm going to swing the steering wheel over and whack my thumb. This doesn't happen often. So, no. Oh, how did I... That didn't miss that hole. We're very lucky with this weather. Look how I can pull up in third gear doing 10. And it's not even struggling, she's just happily there. These engines are amazing, it's so nice to use. We'll stop here for a bit. There's a train coming. I wish it was a steam engine, but beggars can't be choosers. So the Great Central Railways runs a regular weekend service and evening dining and lunch dining, and we're about to prepare for the war weekend. So different stations, we have different themes. We're starting from the 1890s up to World War One, and we go to World War Two, and then we have the final, which is like the 1950s prior to closure. It's the only double line in the country, and it's 9 miles long, and we're planning on extending it to Nottingham for a further 7-8 miles. So it'll be considerably long. You can actually run a complete dining service the length and the duration of the trip, and we're going to go beyond that, even use it for the daily goods track service as well. That will eventually come when we bridge the gap, as it were. So that's the plan here for this line. As for the Land Rover, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, my heater's on, and it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, I love being in flip-flops, and yeah, heater's on and it's hot. The wipers obviously work. The lights work. It's in neutral, and you can roll start. It starts on the handle as well. All you got to do is just get the timing right. So the car's timing is perfect, and because of that, you can then tune up your ignition. I've got electronic ignition in here. I use AccuSpark. Got fed up changing points all the time. So without points, I don't have to worry about caps breaking and blowing, and none of that nonsense. So electronic for an i6 engine. It's very important you change the pickup for i6 engine. Listen to how quiet this car is. It just burbles. So the electronic ignition is great. I changed the coil to a resin cool Viper coil, so I have no ignition problems, and that meant that I could then tune the carburetor to the best that I'm going to get, and that's exactly what I did. And ever since then, this car's been an absolute pleasure to drive. In fact, you know what, wait, just show you. Show you the engine while there's nobody around. We can lock the hubs as well, so we can have some 4x4 going, although we very seldom use it. I do like locking my hubs. Keeps oil up on the oh yeah, and the boot the bonnet opens. Oops. There she is. I've got an exhaust leak. I've changed the gaskets, but it keeps happening. I've tightened these. I think I've left out a bolt or two somewhere. I doubt it, but yeah, it's annoying, eh? It's so annoying when it happens. But look, I mean, the coolant is grey. There's actually too much coolant in there. There's the carburetor. Chips the fan. Brake fluid, everything is new. She's lovely. Yeah, of course you could do with a lot of cosmetics. The next job for me is the rims, paint them out, clean up, weld up, touch up, and finally I want to repaint this car. Somebody painted the car the wrong color. It's supposed to be bronze green, so yeah, that's going to be a big job, and I think I'll rather get a specialist to do that. Other than that, she's great. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this presentation. Difficult. But yeah, this just gives you an idea of what place this countryside is like and where we live. And man, we are so blessed to have this lovely life. And this car lives here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do become an owner of this car one day, then please do look after it. Thank you.